Thank you all for having such a wonderful gathering, and the team behind itself speaks volume of Sri Lanka. Well, at the juncture where the whole world is at a loggerhead in various countries having war and no peace, when we look at our small state, it's not even a drop of water in the ocean, a small arena. We say that we know everything, we have everything, but there's so many things which a little knowledge is dangerous, which we know all about. We have to understand the leaps and bounds of progress that people have made, and we sometimes need to question ourselves, where are we? Who is to be blamed? And what are the opportunities? And what is the possibilities with the power of possibility between rightly put it on the same. We are living in an era where modernization has taken into such a rapid pace. During our young age, we didn't even dream of anything, but we came across record players, vinyl, with a pin to play. Then came with the cassettes. Then came the VCR. Then came the VCD, DVD, Blu-rays, everything. All phased out within just a span of decades. I think the other generation may not have seen, but our generation has gone through all that. Where the movement, the adaptability has gone from where to where. From a big hard disk to the pen drive. Now it's not hard disk but SSD, which is more secure. It has come to that level. God knows tomorrow what it will be. We need to understand the power of possibilities is actually very immense. But we always like to take a sit back and dream only about possibilities and not about working with action. This is, I think, where we lack. Well, who wants division in this world? Nobody wants division. Who wants to segregate? We all love to be called as Nagas. We all love to be called as one. And when good things happen, we all like to be inclusive. We like to be together as together. We all love that particular word. But who is finding such thing that we become ism is coming in, especially in the text of our Nagaland. Ism came in, later on, groupism came in, the Telemate Union came out, Eastern came out. Who was left behind? Well, we also, some of the judges know. Who might be tradition? Who was the one left out? The central Nagaland left out. So, some of the judges have been So, probably on the pretext of that, the Central Naga Association came in. But it was not for a reason of madness. But since that, for I think good cause, not for a bad cause. Now, our imagination plays a lot. We need to understand why we are here and what we should do forward. Because Central Naga has got the three major tribes, with a lot of intellectuals. We can spearhead a lot of good things. If we come together, I tell you, we can beat the odds and we can be second to none. That's a guarantee of Sri Lanka. With assurance and endurance, resilience motivated Sri Lanka. Its possibilities there. But are we, after leaving this common ground to India, tomorrow, are we going to go in our separate ways? Because of our self-fulfillment. Aji Guniko, eklo to hoba lage rakina. Isi daro Allah najo. Nijo mani ki bikri kurbo, nijo tribe ki bikri kurbo, nijo goro mani ki bikri kurna khabo. I think that's not the intention of say that. We have to work together collectively for a good cause of everybody. That's what we have to understand. We have to understand illusion, delusion, hallucination. Illusion is something where we see something physically in the desert when you walk around. We see a water body as if there's a lot of water, like an oasis, and when we run, come nearby, it is just an illusion. Nine, total illusion. Because our eyes have fooled us. There's a song called Illusion, right? Everybody's favorite song idea. And I guess it's the lady's favorite song, right? Illusion. There also speaks about pain. So we know about illusion. It's a perspective of physical appearance where it could be wrong. One person is sitting across 6 and 9. One is saying 6, one is saying 9. What are right? It's an illusion of the way they are and the beside they are. So many illusions are there, physical illusion. Now delusion, when we look at it, delusion is something where we follow blindly of a person's faith in the wrong way, wrong perspective. Now, I would like to tell you this generation, are you going to follow the delusion of false faith? Very important. Our Nagas have been bought. Our Nagas can be sold. Our Nagas can be misled because of delusion. Mind you, 99% can be delusion. We need to pull up ourselves. We need to get up. Delusion is something like, best example was Second World War, where Hitler thought that the Aryan race are the most superior race. American tried to सबसे advanced, सबसे भाग. Hitler also had that saying that Aryan race was the best race and everybody should be annihilated. Because the race should go on. That is why the delusion came in, the false faith that came in, and the war broke out. The war broke out was not good. It was for a very bad reason. And ultimately, it's always the good that will win, and the bad will lose. It's lost the war. The perspective of killing all the Jews vanished. We also have so many delusion leaders in the world right now. Actually, we see delusion leaders there. In Nagaland, in India, across the country. Are you going to be a blind follower of delusion leaders? Please, remember, Ajibra American advanced type को ऐसे अपने लोग केवल advances हैं खाली number advances ना वो लोग भी advances हैं. This you have to understand now. Think carefully. How advanced are we that we can overcome delusion? So I would say that we all have to cut down this delusion and have the wrong perspective of following a law of leader, irrespective of you get bribed or carried away or whatever. Let us not get carried away, I would say that. Let us try to choose a leader which has got substance, integrity, a person for togetherness, well-being of each other. Very important. This world has become selfish, where such delusion leaders have been born, and we are backing them up sometimes. And we don't know the consequences of the future. That is why we are having a problem. So, this is one part. Next is hallucination. Hallucination is not physical, it's internal. You are taking something and you imagine that you are in cloud nine. It's also not good. We are living in a physical world. I think we need to eradicate illusion, delusion, and hallucination of each person's mind. From our perspective, we have to change it completely. And Central Naga tribe has to be the one to lead the way for all this. Look at the beautiful theme, power of possibility. Wow. I tell you, if I had to be reborn and redo my thing, I would leave many things where possibility is not in my dictionary because there are so much opportunity. No one is perfect if you have to redo. The power of possibility is immense in crores and lakhs. But this morning we were discussing many a times educated unemployed way. Why do you call yourself educated unemployed? You're educated, that's the weapon itself, that you can be employable unless you're lazy. Look at the workers, the mason, the carpenter, the electrician, the plumber. Who's making your house, my house, everybody? They're earning money like crazy. Why? Because they're not lazy. We are floating in that white-collar job, searching for that. You know, the most powerful thing in your body, if the person had to ask you, what is the most powerful thing that you have? God has given you to give. I tell you, it is mind. Your thinking, if your thoughts, conscience, your mind is positive and always thinking better, you can achieve anything. The mind is the most powerful tool in the body, which even if you are paralyzed, you can work things out. You see the Steve Hawkins, he was paralyzed, but he was a scientist. See, mind has got such a power. Mind can do anything. Mind have reached where to where. It is your mindset. Is your mind polluted? अपना मगज polluted विषना, अपना मगज खाला से, और अपना मगज तो खाली निशो करने ना, मन करने. This also the matter of your mind may be very good, very active, very smart, but is it a constructive mind or a destructive mind? This also you have to know. Atom bomb was made for goodness, but the bad people used it for bombing Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It destroyed. Nuclear is good, but if it's wrong in the wrong hand, it can destroy the people. Any invention is good, but it should not fall on the wrong hand. Very important. The power of possibility is your mind actually. Where is the power bank? You want to become somebody? It is your mind. The power is there. If you have the power in your mind, possibility is just nothing. Pariyo, apna mugos thik ase na. Apna mind thik ase na. Ami koi theke Nagaland bishi bato. Ami khala na mon bishi sapa bishi bato. Kolibi ami khala mugos na bishi naya bato. Bishi kiba ase biya bhavna kore. Idura borom American Cnsa usually. We have to be the one to lead, pave, and make things right with integrity. Let us not have a gray area. Black is black, white is white. Let us not be injustice. Let us not be biased. Let us be a spectacular tribe where people look upon and say, "Itu handu bhalas itu handu alat de, tahan right people de." Let people talk about us. There's so many things, the mind of possibility. I tell you, everybody can become somebody great. And God has given us that power, the mind, where we can rule everybody. We have the capacity to swim better than the fish because we can invent speedboats, submarines can dive inside. Our mind is so great that we can. What is elephant? With the machine we can lift mountains. Our mind is so great that we can even fly better than the birds, faster, at the speed of Mach 2, Mach 3, or whatever, speed of sound. We can fly because it's our mindset. So the possibility, the power in our mindset is immense. Why are we not using the God's free gift? Khali Amikanda Khali Uti Bhavna de government job Bhavna. It is an opportunity. Aru degree পাবো এইটোৱে আছে ক'বইনে get a degree with a skill unemployable many of you many children college pass होचे degree pass होचे post graduate सब होचे but ये काम ना पाए why because you have not object to खाली पूरे ऐसे अरे when you are studying do some diploma or skill where what job can I get very important. This is where we are going wrong. See, the mindset is such thing that I would like to call upon the other side again. Once there was, I believe, one person maybe in the Mughal dynasty, right? In the Mughal dynasty, they were good riders, horse, but Mughals were one of the biggest, Genghis Khan, the biggest conqueror in the world. Okay, nobody can match him. He united the entire Central Asia actually, and in entire country he was going to under devastation under him actually. So now what did he say? So I mean, Mongols are very good horse riders. Once, one fellow had one horse in his village. Ekta ghora tha mujhe. One suddenly one day, horse to harai jaise. Lost. The horse got lost. Then the Muslim man said, "Hey, you don't want to bad luck with it." Tai pap paise bola, ghora to harai jaise. That's what we small mind talks bad thing, gossiping. तो अलग दिन पिछले इतो एक घोड़ा सात घोड़ा नहीं है तारा साथी को सब माने है ओ अरे ये जो गुड लगे इसी का भी तो इसी भाव तो then that can be say anything ए होबला इतो बिता ही तो होगा तो एक बार ये तो हॉर्स साथ आई तारा छोड़ दे शेक सेकंड एक जो मुझे हॉर्स राइड देगा ना एक घोड़ा लगा देगा ना गिर गिर तारा ठेंग मांगी जी तो बोलता है जाकरा बिया करो सब ना बैड लक है Indiga, American Manuka, Indiga, we have to think also that right? Tell think by this, you do be a lot of so, okay, Malika, next, there was a war mobilization. So, stop Chobra and army that Ligana, Luigi. So, tell a Chobra, they will use these. Only think on Sigina, Jana, Parana, oh. We don't know what sort of machine gun how there. You need to keep that the war is going to be See, the perspective of our thinking is changes. Why can't we always be positive about things? When we talk the truth, it hurts. Reality bites. And sometimes we become justify ourselves. Manora, we think we bishi patla we bishi I justify without reasoning. Why am I that? Example of this. Okay? So we are ready for justification more than analysis. So I would like to mention to all that as young, mature, all of you now, going to do great things. We have to really think what and where we are. I mean, life has got a lot to give. Are we ready to receive? There's one young guy in Africa, you must have heard, right? Burkina Faso. Okay, Burkina Faso, there is a young captain, Ibrahim Traore, very upcoming leader, young guy. Army did he has taken the whole world by storm. Such a small place, Burkina Faso, by one guy, Ibrahim Traore. French Pakistan, but the French was ruling that area. He took advantage of the wrong governance health Thai army overtaking coup Croatian, the juntas were there, or you call it the juntas, governance, he took over at the age of 34 years. You look at him now, he kicked off all the French army rules and everybody said, I don't want anybody out here. We will rule our country by ourselves. You know, he said, in our country, Africa, the gold flows like a river. Iman gold as well. The diamond, we have 60% of the world's diamonds there. Mineral, oils, everything, majority is from Africa. But yet our Africans are poor. River Nikile. Bahar mano ekena sob luigena jaya so. Bahar mano ekena sob luigena keep there. Tu dia se artiku na paita aru ekdam gorib bhakha gorib na. When we look at the other side of our American side, Africa side, American people do some manura korano hoy. American nijo mani kuri Can you see the difference? This is where the power of possibility becomes impossible because our mindset is not right. Where can we make these challenges to make ourselves awaken and say that let us transform and reform like the young guy, Abraham Traore. He had changed the dynamism of Africa. Now, all Africa country, they want to follow like him and say, Amikan laga jaga, so kile manubra enjoy Amikan ge bhikari banaya se. See, Amikan na pare mo. Ekta manubra all Africa ge ya lesson sikaya hai. Amikan central laga keval ase. We are more than nearly 40% of Nagaland. Issues no. I mean, we parigo, bhalbra, we are parigo. I mean, kill na parigo. Advanced काम ase, kill na parigo. अरे तो American मिलेना ना मिले ये एक बात है. आज तो भाव ना बोली वो, और American सब ज़्यादा भाई दुनिया से, अभी भाग जाना छोटा छोटा स्टार्ट. एक जने या तो एक जने ना पुतना मानो. That is not the way. मानो एक जने ना कॉलेज का भी उठाई भी ना I think this is where we have to start. It will start by ourselves. It is not start with anybody. One person like Ibrahim Traore had changed, and the world is looking up to him. Yeah, my God, all the top leaders, such a young guy. What a visionary, what a power he has got of possibility in his mind because of right thinking. How bhavna American na parigo. American central na easy take for any terrain pai jao. But American media is not. Are we coming together for the goodness of each of us? For the goodness of everybody. Keep that in mind. I would like to also cite one example regarding the redwood tree, very important. Redwood tree is mostly in California. It is a tree which grows 300, 400 feet lamba. It's a lamba jene. Aru itu jinda thake 3,000 years bhi jinda thake. Namore ekta ghas. Aru itu ghas ba damoro itu whole is damoro pare. Anyway, damoro. Iman damoro. Aru but itu laga root na jar bela root. Is only 6 feet, 12 feet jaye. तो अपने घर में भी रहे इधर रेस मान जो इमान दामों हाउ मर्जी भी नहीं गिरी जाए जब छोटे दार तो इधर तो ले ताला रूप तो ले 6 feet 12 feet भी नॉन किन्हें बोलना ना गिरे अरुण ताला रूट ना the root is this 1 inch diameter छोटा है इमान दामों खास किन्हें ना गिरे you know the secret is all the redwood tree, one here, there, all over, they intertwine themselves, connect with 100 junior. Ek junior connect na support by day. Ek junior support by day na gile. Ami can be CNBC connect with the condition of the no. Yes, possibility is there, why not? We connect all Nagas together. Through our example, through our deeds, through our action, through our integrity, through our good mind, pure mind, good mindset, heart set, soul set, everything. Itu kami kan start today. Aji ini thalar pura ekজন ke দুজন দশজন কনা যাব লাগিব খালি স্বপ্ন পাই গেলে ভাল ভাবনা নহলে we have to do action also. So my dear brothers and sisters, I think it's time to wake up. Late was wake up lawa manu we should deliver it. We are going to become nobody, I'm telling you, because of what I cannot do. The answer is there. Ekta gana suno the answer is blowing in the wind. So dunia dekhiye pun ekun lokai. Kile koi to biya pabo nahi, I'll be targeted, I'll be this and that. Why? You stand up like Ibrahim Traore and say wrong is wrong. We do not support wrong. We will always support the right. Why not? I would love to let every leader in their own capacity do that. Be it minister, bureaucrats, technocrats, student leader, underground, overground, student, everybody, mother, father, guardian, everybody, in their own ways, khara korbe. Aro kera nahobile, paisa bara nagiri bile, ulta pulta kaam korbe. I will say that. Then you see our Nagaland will be the #1 shining star in the Northeast. Now, Asian Highway is coming. Burma the war hoyase. Burma la war potobila megando. We have a very good possibility of having trade with Thailand, Burma, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, we name it. So possible. Only ami hola bhavna biya thakile na ikku nohole. This is where we have to think. Our mindset has to be mature. Ami hola mokostu na polish kuno ibude. Our mindset has to be clean, cleansed. Baptism machine is not only that. Khali superficial, bahar barde pani bar dhulai na, bhitor bhitor moila asla. It's you have been able to do. So many Christian way. Christian mantra aro bhalo lage. Dusra mantra santo. Iman bhal, monvi bhal, mozi bhal, actually bhal, सब bhali bhal. Ane kuya. Ami hamne सब bhal bhal bhali actually thing na. Itora paribudi. Purva ami arapni. We have to do it. So please, I would say that there is possibility, there is job opportunities. Share them, think it, share them. अपने हाथ की में सपना मुझे खाली कंप्लेन करने नो होदे कोडे कोई ना खाली YouTube से जो है ना बिया कमेंट्स अभी हम कितने ना अभी मैं साउथ सुन मानो खाली बिया बोले रेडी मानो भर भर बिया बोले लगे कर या किलो इधु वही example I gave ना like that a horse who got lost in the village मानो ना कि bad luck पाने ना कि होली बिया बोले ऐसे भाल भी बोले में भी दिखा. Let us not be that. Let us not be a lukewarm personality. Let us be either cold or hot. Let us not go in between. So I feel that our Nagas have got a lot to learn. We have a lot to give. And we can change and transform and reform. Why are you not standing for the right? It is bole. Please, Aji Javira, I mean, if I'm telling you like, I really feel sad for our Nagas many times. Bahar Jarena, Morom Nagade, I mean, Nagaland. We see Allah subhanahu Bahar Mutawar, we eat Jarena, Allah Mujahid. Morom Ra, Abdinam Kun Bunia Saji. Please, Ajibra, change the problem, try to do so, excellent. And let us fight together, yeah? All Garden, Kalakala tribe, Kalakala Gormana, so Garden. How do we go about it? Let us try to do something great. And I know that everybody has got a possibility, we all can do it, and we have to do it. Now, we have to also look at the other perspective. I will give you one example, okay? Are you a hunter or are you a planter? एकदम तो शिकार जाएगा ना হরিণ মাৰিব চিৰিয়া মাৰিব কি মাছ মাৰিব খাই থাকিব আৰু একজনটো মাটিতে ঘাস খান সানি কিনা খাই থাকিব which one is better in many ways for the hunter if he goes out and hunts and does not get any animal or bird or insect or whatever to eat he'll go hungry he has to depend on what he gets he will eat but a farmer who plants decides upon himself as to what he wants to eat and what he wants to feed to the people. He has that alternate. So, in short, I would say, we Nagalands together, collectively, over here, all of us, we have to think, are we hunters or are we planters? We have to plant, I would say that. And we can plant more like you and plan for what? Plan for the betterment of the everybody. Now, last, we have recently taken over Saku College, and then now we are starting a lot of courses over there. We think of not conventional, we think like to be thinking outside the box. We are planning to bring in drone pilot license. Drone cholabole to iman easy no hoy ha aru ki regulation bishay it will try to say so you can have 1 month course and you'll be licensed to fly and you can work in many areas like you can work in agricultural area where the drone will go carry maybe insecticide pesticide which is not harmful for the plant and human being and they can do that. They can even go and subside the forest fire, suppress, okay, diffuse. They can even take medicine and transform from point A to point B, where in the hill section is very difficult to walk. So it can carry 25-30 kg load, but you need licensing. So that we are trying to also try to give to the student, so that the moment you finish the certificate, you will get a job. Educated, unemployed, no. Educated and employed. That is one. Next, we are even thinking of bringing the first resident gym, where it is the first in Nagaland, where we will be taught with trained people, where you only not only look at the mental but physical also body, you are very fit and fine, and you will be training people to become good trainers, PT trainers, personal trainers. That also we are planning to bring in here. We are bringing also AI. AI will be one of its kind in India. We are collaborating with a foreign university of USA. Many people AI as any mobile this AI you have to learn very meticulously with yourself and you can work anywhere. Now the AI technology has gone so ahead. I was last week in Radisson Blu in Guwahati. We had a conclave, educators conclave, and where one doctors and all they came from very, very renowned hospital. One of the speakers said, the AI may not replace the doctors or teachers and engineers, but those educators, engineers, doctors who does not take AI will be replaced. Very big statement, okay? Big statement. I asked him, so in that case, do you think the radiologist, it actually in a side way, do you think they will be replaced? He said, yes, it is already happening in USA. The AI can read the X-ray much more better than with the naked eye. So obviously they'll have to have a second opinion. See, now AI is taking over everything. In China, all the factories, AI will be accepted. AI to pankha na lage, AI to AC na lage, AI to bhat khabne jabo na lage, family laga birthday party shadi na jaye. AI to काम करी थी वो दिन को रात को ना, तो हम सब itu AI के हाथ में है. तो अमेरिका को चलो, I mean, be smart like that is why we are trying to bring in the AI course this year so that you will get certification and you can work anywhere. We are also trying to bring animation and filming where like the Avatar movies, all that can also be taken incorporated. Because we are trying to give some certificate where you get a job. We are going to integrate all that. Our UPC and PC exam there, किमान कर पाओ ग्रेजुएट खुद बजा सपना दे भरपूर मानो साथी लोग कोई भी जाओ एक महीना पढ़ने जाओ ना बोलो तो नहीं होगा it's very tough so you have to start from BA1 BA2 BA3 इन्हें पूरी जाएगी तो आई जाओ और वो बोले integrated course पढ़ना बोले तो you'll be room you'll be how to speak how to talk how to face interviews सब कुछ सिखाना रहता है okay that also is going to come. There is one particular subject called BAAG, bag. Michael handbag no idea. What do you mean? BA in administration and governance. Okay, this subject is going to teach you to become what? Civil service law. Ekdam sure. It's a subject of the day. So, like this, there are many other which we are trying to incorporate. One, you'll get a ready-made job. We are starting with the nursing. Why? GNM or BSc Rukile. Outside, Pura Visualization, Japan, the big, no nurse law, nurse being not my game, no nurse as they. There are two, male nurse, female nurse. And they get good opportunity. They will learn Japanese language, they will learn Korean language, they will learn whatever language. They'll get German language, they'll get placement. Or we saw by day, 50,000 to 2 lakhs by day. So it will give out it will do skill based. So we have to think outside the box. Puri ke na khali certificate par no bole. Puri ke na kaam pure kala chalo lage. Aru ekta article ase amikan Adani Kandra Guwahati de and the Tamar Airport International Plurale, Tahalba Nutrition, 5,000 come Pabule. They do Tade put air hostess, groundwork, cargo department, all of that come. 6 months training will go, always of Tadi Javana Prayer, like think at the Promo Divide, only 8 minutes at the Guivo, airport to stop Chicago. King Manuan Pureki will stop Chicago, 2 minutes, Thailand, the Potabo free. That is some training come by the direct international airlines job. And salary how much? Not less than 70 is the minimum, 1 to less. See, why? Because our people have not got the predictive education. Kali certificate oriented certificate mako khushi. And tam pabina, tam to namisara. So we have to bring some certificate where you get a regular job. So these are the things I would like you all to be aware. As a student, you should also be good enough to Google. Now Google has got everything there. Okay? You don't have to memorize. Who did not memorize what you work? Google the Gemini. Chat GTP Gemini also quite a so it will bring up today. Are trying to become a good human being. Above all. Apne kiman lekha pade ho, apne kiman office karo, kiman काम होगी. But if you do not have a good mindset, then you have lost everything. No matter what, how no forgiving, no kosu phal forgiving, then you will be called a blessed person. I hope today you will learn, you have learned something little bit of the fact that it will carry away, take away from here. And I hope that we together collectively, I mean, also Cnsa, all bra, agi jayega manu ke prosperity ari possibilities ari try to do. Aru amila so good as it. Aru pari bole, there is a chance, there is no impossible to it. So let's make this possible and let's have the power of our mind to run Nagaland for the better interest of everybody. So So anyway, I thank all of you and I wish you everyone the very best of life can give and God bless everybody. Okay? And let's do well in life. All of us. Thank you very much.